Peace and love, peace and love. What's good? What's good, everybody? I got my water again. I got that life water today. Yeah, pH balance, purified water, electrolytes for taste. It does not say what the pH level is, though. It says pH balanced. Art by Desiree Nicole Scarborough. So that's what's up. Yeah, I don't know why that had me so interested. It's got like chains on it, like silver chains or something like that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all probably can. Like silver chains. Pretty dope. But so I'm at work and I'm actually leaving location B, going back to location A. And I just thought I would jump on here real quick, just share with y'all like a conversation I just had inside with a couple people. Another man, who's I guess I don't think he's 10 years older than me, but maybe he's 10 years older than me. He might be 10 years older than me. I can't remember how old he is. I'll find out. But anyway, we just had a conversation. There was also a woman involved in the conversation. And we're all parents, so I guess that's important to note because that probably has a lot to do with our perspective and our views. But anyway, we were discussing as men, kind of like being at the place that we are now as men, and like the struggles that we still face as men as it pertains to like relationships, and also like with children. So we were just kind of sharing our experiences and like how what I shared was for a long time after the age of or once I reached the age of 18, in my mind, that's when I became a man, like on that particular birthday. Like as soon as the birthday happened, as soon as the clock struck midnight and I turned 18, I was a man, and so I was sharing like how foolish that is to think that a number is what determines if you're a man or not, or a particular age determines whether or not you're a man. And in some ways we're taught that growing up, that once you become this age, especially black men, most cases you gotta go anyway from the house. It's time for you to get out. It's time for you to get out there and be your own man. So you feel like you are a man, especially if you do step out into that responsibility of having your own place and paying your own bills and having your own responsibilities. Like, we do feel like, okay, this does classify me as a man now. And so we were just talking about, or I was just sharing how at 36 I feel like, knowing what I know now and just being honest with myself now, I feel like at 36 I'm just now becoming a man, whereas before I thought I was a man at 18, but it's like now I feel like I'm just now really becoming a man, like not even a man yet at 36, like becoming a man, because being a man is not something you can go to sleep and wake up into, you know what I mean? Being a man is a process, and I mean we can definitely have some conversation about this. I'm sure there may be some people that have different opinions, and that's okay. Like, this is my opinion. I can't say that it's fact, but in my experiences, I feel that 36, I'm just now becoming a man, or in the process of becoming a man. And I think my view was that that's a lot of the problem with what's going on with a lot of our young men today. Number one, there aren't a lot of I won't say there aren't a lot of examples, because there are some examples of good men out here. We just don't hear about them much. They don't get advertised, and they don't get promoted. They don't get, supported for the most part. I don't want to say that though, because I don't want anything to sound like matter of fact. Like, this is just like kind of opinions and what I was expressing at work just now. So I know some people might disagree, and that's fine, but I think overall, for the most part, a lot of our young men, they don't know what a man looks like. A lot of times with the young men, the closest thing to a man that they see is like a grandfather, because the dad may not even be in the picture, or dad may be young and still living his life, and you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they look to entertainers, they look to athletes to fill that void. And that's the role models that they're looking at, and that's who they're shaping their lives after. And unfortunately, the media and entertainment doesn't really push the idea of a good man or a great man. They push a lot of ideas onto our young men of a certain type of man, or a certain type of male. I won't even say man. A certain type of male, that's, you gotta either be an athlete, a rapper, or a dope boy. Them really your only three options. So our young men are having to choose one of the three, and if you're not a great athlete, then I either gotta be a rapper or a dope boy. That's the only options I have left available. And so we were kind of just talking about, the funny thing is like how we thought when we were 18 and 19, 20, 21 versus what we know now. Like I said, this guy at work is about maybe between 8 to 10 years older than me. And just kind of like laughing about that, because it's like, it's crazy. I can only imagine how these young guys are thinking today, It was just an interesting conversation. And then for us to also get a woman's input, on her own life, but also on dilemmas that she faces in finding a good man, finding a man that will, really be a help. It's a lot of women. I talk to a lot of women that struggle with finding a man. Like they just feel like it ain't no good ones out here, it ain't even worth trying. They feel like all men are the same. And I feel like to some degree, there may be a way that they can kind of believe that. And like I say, it's not like good men are being advertised, and I know a lot of people probably not gonna feel this, but like I actually started looking into Kevin Samuels about, it's been probably like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, that I really started just, because people were like saying all kind of stuff. Have you heard of Kevin Samuels? Have you heard this? Like he was so bad of a person or whatever. What month? It's July. So yeah, I guess it was like May. Like May, I started watching his videos. I started actually going in and just sitting and watching, and I wasn't surprised, but I was kind of like, it's interesting that so many women have a problem with what he was saying, but I found a lot of truth in what he was saying. Like, I didn't really feel like I disagreed a lot. You know, and not to really just dive into a Kevin Samuels discussion, but just saying, like, a lot of it is a lot of miseducation on both men and women. Like, a lot of us are just not knowledgeable on you know, like, just values and principles, and you know, a lot of women have high expectations of the man that they're looking for, but low expectations of themselves. And a lot of, same thing vice versa. A lot of men have high expectations of a partner, of a woman, but low expectation of self. And even if it's if they think highly of themselves, they're not really they don't have high expectations of themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that think highly or feel like, yeah, I'm all this or I'm all that, but they don't have an expectation on themselves of that they can get better, or that they can be better, you know what I'm saying, than what they are. They're looking for their partner to be perfect, and they're looking to overlook their own flaws. So man, we had a real good conversation, real good discussion, and I just kind of wanted to bring that to y'all, kind of to get some input, feedback on y'all, like, from y'all. Like, what is the age that you feel like, and this for the men, what is the age, well, women too, y'all can answer about men, that's fine. What is the age, men, that you feel like you became a man, or I mean, and you don't have to match my answer, you know, you're more than welcome to disagree. I want us to have a good, healthy conversation about this. Like, for me personally, like I said, at 36, I feel like I'm just now starting to become a man, because I had some misinformation up to my 30s that I thought I was already a man at 18, so I wasn't trying to be a man, or I wasn't trying to be a better man, because I felt like I already was one because I turned 18. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of immature things I was doing from 18 to 36. It was a lot of immature activity. It was a lot of disrespectful behavior. You know, things that I look back on now and I'm like, bro, I can't even believe I was out here like that in these streets. But, you know, I'm a lot better now. But what do y'all think? What is the age for men that you feel like a man is a man? You know, or if not an age, what do you feel are the qualifications of a man? What lets you know, okay, this is a man? Is it a job? Is it income? Is it maturity? Is it no kids? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, well, I don't know if that make you a man, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what y'all's ideas may be. I don't want to make y'all feel like there's a wrong answer. I want to know what y'all really think. Like, what are your thoughts on that? When do you become a man? How do you know when you're a man as a man? And women, what lets you know that you? My beard growing back, y'all. That's all cute. Anyway, what lets y'all know that, okay, this is a good man, or this is a man that got his stuff together? How do you know that? What do you use as your measurement, your bar, to figure that out? So that's for women. How do you measure? For men, excuse me, what lets you know that you're a man? Or what was it that happened that you were like, okay, I'm a man now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to know. Like I said, we had a good conversation this morning. Just kind of share something. Our conversation was more so, like I said, we talked a little bit about relationship and children, how we raising our children versus how we were raised. You know, some of the things that we had to understand. I was telling them how I've gone through these processes of understanding my parents more. You know, as children, we expect perfection from our parents. You know, so, you know, when we get to the age of finding out that they make mistakes, you know, we sometimes can kind of like try to make them feel bad. I know I did. Hopefully y'all don't do that. Hopefully y'all didn't do that. And if you did, hopefully y'all said you were sorry. But, and don't do it anymore. But a lot of us, you know, chose the route of pointing out fault in our parents. And there's pros and cons to that. You know, on one hand, it's like maybe you're helping your parent to realize something within themselves that maybe they can improve on. But also you could not know it, but you could be hurting your parents because it could be something that they're already wanting to be better at and wanting to work on. And you criticizing them could just come at the wrong time, and it could be hurtful. So, like, we were just talking about a lot of things with that, you know, and just our upbringing versus some of these kids now and how they're being brought up. We talked about some of the things that we do and how we raise our children, like, you know, like the young woman spoke on. I told her that I no longer raise my voice at my children. Now, I'm not saying you're a bad parent if you do raise your voice. Like, I've done it. I'm not saying you're a bad parent if you whoop your children. I've done it. What I'm saying is, for where I am right now, I've been seeking alternative methods. I gotta take this phone call. I've been seeking alternative methods to deal with it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, about the men thing. And we're gonna talk about it. All right? Peace and love.